my name is Claudine Lewis, and I'm a Southeast Community College respiratory therapy student, and I'm here to go over some oxygen safety and stuff with y'all. So here we have an oxygen tank. It is green and silver, but green indicates oxygen every time. There's the hazmat thing. It says oxygen. Shows that it's combustible because there's little flames around it. So this is an E-tank. The letters and all of the DOT serial numbers are up here. So there's the DOT numbers. It has a star, which says it can be inspected once every 10 years, or it can go more than 10 years between inspections. Here's the neck, and it's not really something you want to grab it by, even though it's really convenient because it's hard to get your hands around this. I lost my whole train of thought. So with an oxygen cylinder, you always want to keep it upright. Want to keep it from being able to tip over and possibly fall on the top, which could break loose and turn it into a missile because it is compressed gas. If they do become overheated, here is the pressure release valve, which will help release the oxygen and pretty much feed the fire. So here we have a regulator. All regulators reduce all the pressures down to 50 psi because that's safe operating for patient use. There's the pen system. So this cannot be used on a tank of something else. It can't be used on a larger tank. It can't be used on a tank of a different gas, which that one happens to be oxygen and carbon dioxide mixed together for a sleep study. So the pens only fit in here one way. So you've got your two little pens, and I did, yeah, backwards to this. Huh? So first, we're gonna bleed the system and get any debris out. I need to turn that away from me to do that. Get dust in my eye. It's loud. I always forget to mention that first. After the fact, it's like a speed bump. Guess what? There was a bump. Okay, so you'll kind of feel it fit in, and then this screw device fits into a little indentation on the tank. And then we will turn it on. No leaks. If I loosen this, you can kind of hear it leak a little bit. Tighten that back up. No leaks. And we're showing about 1300 psi. So here's the nipple for the oxygen device. It can't be used with something else like a CPAP or BiPAP because that's a screw in. So if I occlude it, nothing changes as far as no pressure changes. Some safety concerns is you don't want to use any kind of petroleum products around this, no sparks, no flames. People do tend to smoke around them. So at 1300 psi, if I wanted to know how long this tank would last, the cylinder factor is 0.28. So at 1300, you would get 364. Let's say this patient was on 1 liter a minute. That would give me 364 minutes or almost 6 hours of flow. So I could take a pretty decent little trip with them if we needed to go somewhere. So to turn it back off, I use my key, which is what this is usually called, and go to left. Bleed the system, because otherwise when I take that regulator off, it's going to be loud and kind of leak. It's startling. It goes back to the red, which is 0. Turn that back off. And take off the regulator. This one is a low flow. It only goes to 8 liters a minute. And here I have the wall flow meter, which is green. It matches the oxygen on the wall. Below that is medical air, so it's just like having room air piped in. There is no way with the safety systems for me to get this to go in here. The little tabs, I guess is a good word, that make it connect will not interchange, which is a good safety because you don't want to have a patient with really low O2 sats who's not doing well on room air, because that's not the point. So you just take it, stick it in. You saw the ball jump, maybe, hopefully. So the ball jumped up because it became pressurized. Everything is at 50 psi. That's safe operating for oxygen in the hospital setting. So like the system, which happens to be H cylinders here in series with a backup series, they have a pressure reducing valve built into the system. So inside the wall here somewhere, there's going to be a shut off to be able to shut off this whole unit if there was a leak or a fire or any other reason that this unit needed to be shut off. Maybe some kind of construction, who knows. So this one happens to have a little dial at the bottom where I can turn it and change where the oxygen comes out. So here it would be for a tubing like nasal cannula or non-rebreather mask, what have you. Here would be for a CPAP or a vent. Down here is the suction. I forgot to mention that one, and there's no way to connect these two in any way. So I'm going to turn this on. Let's see. I get my little float to 2, so I'm giving 2 liters a minute. Get them up to 10. You can kind of hear that. Turn it down. Let's see. I've got this on. Turn on. Through the system, the ball drops. This is a compensated, sometimes called a Thorpe tube. You won't see an uncompensated inside the United States unless sometimes it's in the OR with anesthesia gases. So, and to take this back out, you would turn it. Hear a little hiss, and then you're ready to go. I think that's it.